welcome. Hi, Ian. You're very spoiled today. Hi, Troy. Hi, Corey. What class is this? Huh? What am I singing? Bring It On Home to Me by Otis Redding. You can have one. It's a little sticker. It's a little spider sticker. There's erasers in there too. Little skull erasers. You can have any of it. You can have all of it.
Oh, so these are stickers.
Yeah, those are stickers. And then there's erasers down in the bottom. Yeah, little spider stickers.
So when we see all this skull,
at the very end. Yeah. If you ever change your mind about leaving me behind, oh, bring it to me, bring your sweet. Where's Bryce? I don't think he actually comes until third period. Yeah, he just came early a couple of days and hung out in here to work on his college essay. Yes, we are doing the play again.
we're gonna do what?
The play. The chillest person? I think that's a good one for him. He can be kind of like
I don't think Bryce is
tightly wound.
If there was one for someone who never likes to be wrong, Bryce would definitely.
Oh my God, that's so
We had an
right.
old argument just based on if a horse is technically a motor when it's attached to it. And he was not happy with wrong. And then he said I heard him, he slipped up. I heard him say something that was wrong, that contradicted what he said. I'm like, bro, what is your argument? I appreciate your argument. He couldn't do it. He couldn't remember it.
That's so funny. Classic Bryce.
I'm sure
He argued until he couldn't remember what he was arguing.
there should be a
Most stubborn.
for best teacher, and the only option should be
Agree. No, like we all are just striving to be Miss Darling. 100%. 100%. She should win Staff of the Year every year.
Unless Miss Kim. Miss Kim is one of my favorite teachers as well.
So true.
Have you ever had this?
Miss Kim is the best. I love her
She
so
ever gonna
much.
visit, like, just to visit? She should definitely come.
She
to the
says
graduation.
she is.
She has to come. If she doesn't. She don't have to visit. But if she doesn't come to the graduation, I'm upset.
Okay, I will tell her.
So the course said you have to come to the graduation.
Okay.
I'm driving all the way to Carolina. Go to her school and we don't fight. That's what I'm doing.
I will tell her. I mean, hopefully, I think she'll come. She keeps saying she's going to visit, and then she visited for like a weekend because her friend had an engagement party, and then she was like, oh, I really wanted to come to school and like see you guys. And I was like, you want to? Not bad enough. Hi, folks.
The only Zoom I went to last year was her goodbyes.
Yeah.
So some of my other teachers were having Zooms. The only Zoom I went to was her saying goodbye.
I don't blame you. I couldn't stand it though. She FaceTimed me to tell me, and like I cried, and I was like, why would you FaceTime me to tell me that you're leaving? She was like, because I thought you'd cry and I wanted to see it. I was like, what? So mean. Yeah, she's in school.
That's nice.
Yeah, she probably will still.
Huh?
That's nice. That's nice.
Lied to you.
That's nice. Last year.
What'd she say?
That she's gonna be here. The last, yeah. Well, that's
Yeah,
good.
boy, it was so irrelevant.
I don't know that she knew she wasn't going to be here at that
Miss
point.
Bogey,
I don't think she thought it was a teacher.
Miss Darling,
Rebecca?
they were just saying that we should hold a contest for best teacher and you would win every time.
You have to be the only option.
You're the only option. I was like,
I can think of loads of great teachers.
you're what we call.
We're not saying they're not great.
She's
We're
the
just
goal.
saying you're the best.
she's the goal. I'm not fighting it. I'm not fighting it.
Every school has someone the worker behind every.
She does everything, I know.
I was trying to explain to Miss Sale what I do. She's like, you only teach 2 classes, what do you do? And I was like,
Literally everything.
everything?
Literally everything else.
What's up, you guys done lounge corner?
Yeah,
Third
passes
period.
for third period.
Yes.
I have to pass and everything.
I don't, but I will do that right now.
Okay,
Okay.
I would vote her as assistant principal.
Sometimes I feel like I am, but my paycheck doesn't reflect it.
Heard that. Heard that.
Thanks, guys.
That should be all right.
All right, we got Ian in person, we got Corey in person, we got Christian virtually. Where's Hamlet today?
Where's Amber?
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to read Hamlet's part without Hamlet. I have to give it to somebody else.
You can hear my idea.
What's your idea?
That should be a writing assignment. We should all write letters to Mr. Nykerk to give Mr. Army a raise.
I support it.
To Mr. Baker, I'm gonna hope to get there. Okay, this is.
I think you should have a letter with Nykerk. You suck. Leave.
Nate's here in person, Chip's here in person, Sterling, and Ondarius.
He's getting better.
Brendan and Hayward, where are they at?
First 2-3 years.
I think he's
I
funny.
did not like him at all.
Ethereally.
I think his dry sense of humor doesn't register with a lot of the other kids at this school.
Yeah,
I think he's hilarious.
he can be.
I just look at him like.
All right, we're at 9:12. We've got 2 missing.
Yeah, I agree. I agree
What?
with him. That's the most unless he comes up to me and has I will read him.
Who is?
For sure.
I mean, like, I think he has the option to be here, but is choosing not to.
Well, Ms. Darling, when you said that Darling was-
Nobody has to cut. Like, if they're not comfortable with it, then they don't have to come.
Who do you think will win the best teacher out of all the Lego been open? All the teachers that's like been.
That have been at Allegro. I mean, Miss Darling would still probably win, in my opinion. Mr. Johnson would be up there. He's very good.
What was that guy's name? The choir teacher before.
Oh, Jufer.
Jufer. Everybody loves Jufer. I never had Jufer, but I'm.
Jufer was great. I love Jufer. I think Benvenuti was a very good teacher, but I also saw like all the behind the scenes where he's like, ugh, I'm just gonna tell him to do something today. And I support it. Bring Mr. Johnson back. I love that guy. I learned from him. He's awesome.
We need to get a petition to bring Miss Kim back just to show her how much we miss her.
I
And she doesn't
know.
have to come back just to, you know.
Just to show her. All right. I don't know what we're gonna. Somebody else is gonna have to read Hamlet today. Let's see. Where was I? The first scene. So okay. I kind of made a little bit of a schedule for what we're gonna read today and next week because I'd really love to finish reading it before we go for Thanksgiving. We won't bother with like tests or anything before Thanksgiving. So like if you feel like you need to review it over Thanksgiving, you have that option. But I'd love to try to finish reading it before we leave for Thanksgiving. So my goal for today is to get through the first 3 scenes of Act 4, which is only like 8 pages. That's not bad. They're pretty short scenes, but if we finish that, I'll give you guys time to work on your timelines. So I don't have necessarily everything that we're doing next week yet, but I do have sort of like a reading schedule for each day. And we'll read some every day except for Wednesday, because Wednesday I have a training and we'll just like post to tell you guys what to do. Yeah. Well, I mean, I met on Wednesday last week, but I won't be able to because I'll be in this training. Brennan, I'm so glad you're joining us. I was like, who is going to read Hamlet today? What is going to happen? All right. I'll share my screen in just one moment. I wish that these little things that are on SparkNotes, these little videos on the side would go away, but I can't get them to. Okay. So we actually, it says that Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are in this first scene. They're there for a second and then they leave. They don't have any lines. So when we are, as we're starting, we have just Claudius and Gertrude in this scene. Me and Christian. Wait a minute, somebody's trying to come in. It's Nate. Oh. I love my thing is charging. So, all right. Huh? We can close it. Yeah. Act 4, Scene 1. I'm trying to get rid of my. There we go. Did you just say Starbucks? You're white. I mean, yes. He just pointed at my cup and said, "Starbucks, you're white." I mean, yeah.
Last year in Miss Bosa class, it was like a thing where somebody had to go like a week without saying nothing.
I bet he couldn't do it.
He felt it.
Did she offer you any like everything? You're like.
I had something called random note of the week.
Do you remember when you were in, I think you were in 9th grade, maybe 8th, and you would say my name wrong all the time? Like you would call me Miss Cathan, Miss Gould, you'd call me every other name. And I said that if you could go 3 days calling me only the right name, that I would bring you your favorite candy. And you did, and I brought you 2 bags of Swedish fish. You remember that? Yeah, they were small bags. Okay.
I always feel like I'm saying your name wrong, even when I'm saying it right.
Maybe you are. I've got a difficult name to say, apparently. So I don't think it's that hard, but people always struggle with it. That's why all the kids who are spelling is different. All the kids who are in 11th grade now, when they were in 7th grade, they called me Miss Meme because they couldn't say my name. And like, I don't know why that's close, but that's what they called me. And then Francis called me McCluckin all the time. Miss McCluckin. Huh? Well, it kind of spread a little bit, but Hayden was the one to start it. Okay, let's read. We're going to try to get through these first 3 scenes, and then I'll let you work on your timelines. Me and Christian. Those deep heaving sighs of yours mean something. You have to tell me what. I need to know. Where is your son?
Let us speak privately a while, please.
And then they leave. This is still you.
Oh, my lord, you wouldn't believe what I witnessed tonight.
What, Gertrude? How is Hamlet?
As mad as the waves and the wind when they struggle in a storm and insane rage, he hears something behind the tape street. That's what it says. Whips out his sword, shouts, a rat, and in his deranged state of mind, he kills the good old man who is still hidden.
Oh, this is terrible. It would have happened to me if I'd been there. His wildness is a threat to all of us, to you, to me, to everyone. How will we deal with this violent deed? I'm the one who will be blamed for not restraining and confining this mad young man. But I loved him so much that I didn't want to think about what I had to do. So like someone suffering from a nasty disease who refuses to divulge his condition and lets it infect him to the core, I kept Hamlet's condition secret and let it grow more and more dangerous. Where's he gone?
To remove the corpse of the man he killed, his madness allows a glimmering of mortality to shine throughout. Like a vein of gold in a chuck of coal, he weeps for what he has done.
Oh, Gertrude, let's go. As soon as the sun sets, we'll ship him off to England. It'll take all my diplomatic know-how to explain and excuse the murder he's committed. Hey, Guildenstern, my friends, go find others to help you. Hamlet in his madness has killed Polonius and dragged him out of his mother's bedroom. Go find him and speak nicely to him and bring the corpse into the chapel. Please hurry. Come, Gertrude, we'll confer with our wisest friends and tell them what we're going to do and what terrible deed has been done already. Let's hope slander, a bullet that can travel halfway around the world and still hit its exact target, spares us. Oh, we must go. I'm full of confusion and despair. So he's kind of, Claudius is being really deceptive here because he's ready to get Hamlet out of here. He knows that he doesn't like him, but he's just like, well, I've protected Hamlet and I haven't told anybody how crazy he is because I love him so much that I just want to like make sure that others don't think poorly of him. And we know that is not true. We have, in this next scene, we have Hamlet, gentleman. Nate, I have you reading gentleman. Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. Hamlet, ready to go?
The body is hidden safely.
Nate, you reading gentleman?
My turn?
No, no, yeah, we waiting for Nate.
It's at the top of the page. Yeah. We're at Act 4, Scene 2.
Hamlet, Lord Hamlet.
Brendan, it's you now.
My mic was muted, my bad.
It's okay. I muted it. I heard some background stuff, so while we were just getting stuff settled.
What's that noise? Who's calling for Hamlet? Oh, here they come.
What have you done with the corpse, my lord?
I've gotten it dirty, ashes to ashes and dust to dust.
But tell us where it is so we can take it to the chapel.
Don't believe it.
Believe what?
That I take your advice rather than keep my own secret. Besides, you're a sponge. What is the son of a king supposed to say to a sponge?
You think I'm a sponge, my lord?
Yeah, come on.
Yes, sir, a sponge that soaks up to the king, to the king's approval, his rewards, his decisions. Officers like that give the king the best service in the end. He keeps them in his mouth like an ape. First, he moves them around, then he swallows them. When he needs what you have found out, he can just squeeze you like a sponge and you'll be dry again.
I don't follow, my lord.
I'm glad about that. Sly words are never understood by fools.
My lord, you have to tell us where the body is, and then go with us to see the king.
The body's with the king, but the king's not with the body. The king's a thing.
A thing, my lord?
A thing of no importance. Take me to him. Ready or not, here I come.
Okay. On Darius's Guildenstern. Okay, so the next scene has Claudius, Rosencrantz, and Hamlet, and you guys need to get your cameras on as well, unless you have spoken with me about not having your camera on. I'm Claudius. I'm the king. Oh, it's fine. It was just one tiny line. In a kingly voice? All right. I've sent men to find him and retrieve the body. How dangerous to have this madman on the loose. But we can't throw him in jail. The people love him because they judge based on appearance rather than reason. They'll pay attention to the severity of the punishment, not the severity of the crime. No, we must seem calm and fair-minded, and our sending him away must seem like a carefully considered move. But a terminal disease requires extreme treatment or nothing at all. So what's happened? Rosencrantz.
We can't get him to tell us where he put the body.
But where is he?
Outside, my lord, under guard, waiting for your orders.
Bring him to me.
Hey, Guildenstern, bring in my lord.
Now, Hamlet, where's Polonius?
At dinner.
At dinner where?
Not where he's eating, but where he's been being eaten. A certain conference of worms is chowing down on him. Worms are the emperor of all diets. We fatten up all creatures to feed ourselves, and we fatten ourselves for the worms to eat when we're dead. A fat king and a skinny beggar are just two dishes at the same meal. That's all I have to say.
Oh no, oh no.
A man can fish with the worm that ate a king, and then eat the fish he catches with that worm.
What do you mean by that?
Nothing much, just to demonstrate that a king can move through the bowels of a beggar.
Where is Polonius?
In heaven, send a messenger there if you want to be sure. If your messenger can't find him, you can check hell yourself. But seriously, if you don't want to find him within the next month, you'll be sure to smell him as you go upstairs into the main hall.
Go look for him there.
No need to hurry. He's not going anywhere.
Hamlet, I care for you just as much as I grieve for Polonius. For your own protection, I must send you to England at once. So get ready to leave. The ship is set to sail. The wind is favorable. Your servants are waiting for you. Everything is ready for you to go to England.
To England?
Yes, Hamlet.
Good.
Yes, you'd think so if you knew why I was sending you.
I know an angel who can read your mind. But okay, off to England. Goodbye, dear mother.
I'm your father, Hamlet. Your father who loves you.
You're my mother when you married my mother. The two of you became one flesh. So if you're my father, you're also my mother. Come on, off to England.
Follow him on foot and get him on board. What? Can you see the old text of that? Yeah. My mother, father is mother, and father and mother is man and wife is one flesh, and so my mother come for England. Yeah, he's like calling Claudius his mother. He's like, I'm not your mother, I'm your dad. He's like, well, no, if you've gotten married, then you are one. Follow him on foot and get him on board as quickly as possible. Don't waste any time. I want him out of here tonight. Go now. Everything else is ready. Please hurry. Talking to himself. And you, dear King of England, if you care about me at all, and you should, since you can still feel the damage that Denmark has done to you in the past, and so fear and respect us, then you won't ignore my letters instructing you to kill Hamlet immediately. Oh, so he's getting the English folks to kill Hamlet when he's there. Sorry, Brendan. Do it, English king, since he's raging like a fever in my brain, and you must cure me. Until I know it's been done, I'll never be happy, no matter how much luck I have. All right, so we got through the first 3 scenes. Let's maybe try to get one more done. This next one has Fortinbras, Captain, Hamlet, and Rosencrantz. Fortinbras, Sterling, are you able to read, or does your mic not work? Because I had you down as Fortinbras. Where are you at? Sterling, are you able to read?
Christian.
Um,
Oh, shut up, Christian.
well, Sterling is who we had marked down to read this one, but I don't know where he's at. Okay, how about Troy? Can you read it? Fortinbras. Okay, and then we have Captain. Chip, I have you reading the Captain. Oh, that's the wrong page. Let him read, let him read, let him read, let him read. Okay, Fortinbras and Captain. Take it away, Troy. All right, everyone except the captain exits. Hamlet, Rosencrantz, and Guildenstern come in. So we've got Brendan, Corey, and Andarius. No worries, Sterling, you're good. Okay, Hamlet.
Sir, whose troops are these?
Norway, sir.
What are they doing here, sir?
They're on their way to invade some part of Poland.
Who's coming? Who's commanding them, sir?
The nephew of the old king of Norway, Fortinbras.
Is he attacking the heartland of Portland,
Ooh,
of
sorry.
Poland, or the troops? Oh,
Or some frontier. That's what that said. I didn't mean to click on that so early. Sorry.
To tell the truth, we're fighting to win all the patch of ground that's not worth anything. When you pay 5 ducats, but if someone offered it to you for fun, and it won't provide any more profit than that either the Norwegian or the Polish.
What do you wonder?
If you were to add that to currency.
Oh yeah, I don't know what the ducat to dollar ratio is. We should look it up. That sounds like a fun band name. Now introducing ducats to dollars. All right.
So then the Poles won't be willing to defend it?
Oh, yes, they will. They've already stationed troops there.
Even 2,000 men and 20,000 ducats. That's what you just said, right?
Yeah, and I think that's the way you pronounce it, but honestly, I'm not confident.
I don't know how to say that either. Are just the beginning of what it will cost to settle this pointless matter. This is what happens when countries have too much money and peace. This quarrel is like an absence that grows inside someone until it bursts and kills them, and no one knows why. Thank you very much for the information, sir.
Goodbye, sir.
Goodbye.
Will you please come now, my lord?
I'll be there in a minute. Start without me. My God, everything I see shows me how wrong I am and tells me to hurry up and get on with my revenge. What is a human being if he just eats and sleeps? Nothing more than a beast. God didn't create us with such a huge power of thought and a divine capability for a reason in order for us not to use them. Now, whether it's an animal like mindlessness or cowardly hesitation, that comes from the king too much. I don't know why I'm still alive to say I have to do this deed rather than having done it already. I have the motivation, the willpower, the ability, and the means to do it. It's a it's as plain as the ground beneath my feet that I must do it. Look at this massive army led by a delicate and tender prince, who's so puffed up with the divine ambition that he puts his fragile life at risk, exposing it to danger and death, for a reason as thin as an eggshell. To be truly great doesn't mean honor was at stake. So where does that leave me? Whose fathers has been murdered and mother defiled, ignoring these mental and emotion provo-
Provocation.
provocation? That's still hard to say.
It's a long one.
And letting well enough alone. Meanwhile, to my shame, I watched 20,000 men go marching to their deaths for an illusion and a little bit of fame, fighting for a tiny piece of land, not even big enough to bury them all. From now on, if my thoughts aren't violent, I'll consider them worthless.
Pause for just a second here. This is a very good example of how Hamlet absolutely has to like think through everything and talk through everything, even if it's just him talking to himself, before he actually acts on it. Like this whole speech that he's given is basically saying, I really need to get a move on with my vengeance plan. I know that I need to. I don't really know why I'm waiting. And we're all sitting here like, Hamlet, we don't know why you're waiting either. Like, just kill your uncle already. And he even says something about how like I have the willpower, the ability, and the means to do it. I have to do it, but I'm just like going back and forth about it. What? So that's it. That's actually the end of this scene. Sorry, I said pause, but we're actually going to stop because the next we wouldn't get through the next scene, but we'll read it on Monday. So what I want you guys to spend the rest of the time doing is working on your timeline that I assigned yesterday. That's going to be due Monday, and you may have a little time to work on it in class Monday, but I can't guarantee it. And also, you've already got all the information that you need for it. It's about Acts 1 through 3, and we've read all of that already, so we're good. So if you guys want to leave and work on it, you can. I'll keep the call up for the rest of the time. Although it did just tell me that my my connection is unstable, so I'm not totally sure if it'll let me keep going. But if you guys want to leave and work on it independently, you can. I'm going to go ahead and turn my camera and microphone off.